Hello?
Hello? Give me 1 second.
Okay. I'm gonna put the phone down.
Yes.
Do you need me? Wait, leave it. You can watch TV for now. Okay. Because I need that. Because I wanted to show her something.
Hello, Ilona.
Hi.
Alright, give me a second. My supervisor is trying to join and she's having a little bit of difficulty, okay? So
Okay.
give me like a minute. I'm gonna send her the link that she's trying to join and she can't join for some reason. We actually never done this before, so this is our first time actually.
Okay. I wanted to show you something. But I would either have to send it to your phone and it's a video, or I could show you from Dima's phone to this phone. And his mom might call, and she's calling from Ukraine, so he's gonna need his phone. So I don't know if do you want to see it now, or you want to wait till she's on, because it's somebody did something to my door,
Okay, so
and I felt like I guess it
I'll
needs to
wait.
be shown to somebody.
Okay, so I'll wait
'Cause I
for
didn't call
her,
the police
'cause I
or
was
anything.
checking it's supposed her. Okay.
Okay.
So just stay put. Please be patient. We're trying to figure the whole thing out because she has never had to join a session before. Okay. So
Okay. All right. Do what
okay.
you gotta do. No, I don't have to go out. What do you mean why? Because I have everything. I have toilet paper. We have to study. But for now, you could watch TV and play video games, but I don't have to go out.
All right. Jennifer, Ilona, my supervisor is gonna join. Okay.
Okay. I see you. I don't see her. She's like muted, I think, or blocked out or
Okay,
something. Do you want me
that's
to
fine.
unmute her or?
No, 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 that's fine. I can't. I don't have
All right.
the access to unmute her. I just want to make sure that she can hear me. So let me send her a message. Well, bear with us because this is our first time doing this. I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And just to let you know, my supervisor is only shadowing me. She's not actually going to partake in the session. Okay, so she's just here for
Okay.
observation purposes. Okay.
All right. So can
Yeah.
I show you? I could also like text like SMS it to a phone, and I could show you now.
Um.
Um,
Well,
like
first, go
somebody
ahead.
threw ketchup on my door and they put tape over like my peephole, and then when it came out the guy was cleaning it already, so I didn't think like to call the police or whatnot. I don't know, I thought it like I needed to mention it.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for mentioning that. But first, I wanted to address what happened the last time because I
Yes,
feel like
obviously.
yeah, because I think we had a pretty tough session, and I was a bit concerned because I have never experienced, we have had our challenges, but I have never experienced something like that with you before. So I just kind of wanted to gain clarity on why you felt the way that you did.
um I was just frustrated, and like after I said it I realized it was like completely uncivilized and unnecessary, and I did apologize, and I apologize again, because I feel like um, you know that could be potentially disturbing, and it doesn't like help the situation any. So I do apologize again.
Yeah, and I appreciate you apologizing. Um, but my concern is that because we have had certain challenges when it comes to therapy, it does feel like I'm doing you a disservice, and that defeats the whole purpose of therapy, right? Like if you feel that way about your therapist, I feel like that can be a challenge.
I feel like it could have been anybody else. You know, in your position, because what it started off with is I said like that day I just didn't even feel like communicating, that anyone that I look at just looks like that to me, because again, like I wasn't trying to like aim it at you in particular, but I feel like the system has not been very helpful to me, and I want to apologize because again, this like completely unnecessary to be rude, and you know that's what I could say is I'm sorry I said it.
Yeah, and I appreciate once again, I appreciate you apologizing. Um, but it was concerning for me, and I did mention to you during our session that I was going to address it with my supervisor because I had never been in a position like that before. So for me, the best course of action was for me to try to end the session and inform my supervisor, which I had difficulties doing because you said that you wanted to just stay on the line. And then there were other observations made. I think, I remember you mentioned something, and I just want to clear that out, right? Because if these things are bothering you, this is what we should be doing in therapy. You should be discussing some of those challenges that you're having. You should be discussing the things that are concerning you. So, you also mentioned something about you thinking that I called ACS as well. Do you remember that?
That was like a year or two ago, and I can't imagine anybody else would have. So I figured it was probably you. But even if you did, it's within your right to do so. It's just at that point in time when the ACS had come, I felt like I was like on my toes and I wasn't doing anything wrong. So they did just leave, and
Because you brought that up on our last session as well. And our protocol in our clinic is to inform the client if we call ACS. If we personally do it, I'll let you know that I'm doing. I know you think that it's anonymous. I mean, it is technically.
all right,
But
it is. Yeah, that's why I thought that, because I couldn't imagine like the neighbors doing that, because I can like smell them smoking marijuana in the hallway, and I don't think that they would
Did you save
pull
your?
the ACS
Did
on
you
me,
save
and they party
your-
pretty loud too.
Did
So
you save your?
I don't think they would do that.
Did you save
Did
your
I say what?
game?
My game?
Yeah, your game.
What
It's on
game?
free.
Yeah, I did.
Remember-
Yeah, I did. You could switch the disc. Thank you. So, yeah, and I like couldn't imagine who else would do it. So I don't know.
So yeah, so those are some of my concerns as your like therapist, right? Like the accusations of me being in the FBI, which you have technically told me before in the past. Your recent the name calling has recently just the accusations of me calling ACS on you. So my concern is that maybe I am doing you a disservice, right? And maybe I'm having a hard time. I do try to understand you, but maybe I am having a hard time understanding you. And we don't want to do you a disservice. We want to make sure that you are getting the support that you need. And what I think is some of the conversations and discussions that me and my supervisor has had was that maybe you might benefit from someone who is maybe able to understand you better, someone who is maybe a bit more culturally competent, so that you can get the best out of therapy, right? Because that might be a possible solution. I mean, maybe not necessarily a solution, but an option, right?
So again, I don't know if you're looking for input for me. I apologize for what I said.
Yeah.
And I could say on my end that I was more stressed out than usual, and I wanted to show you just now what somebody just did to my door like 2 days ago, if you're willing to watch it. But in the end, like, that's all I could do is apologize, because again, like, I don't feel like I'll tell you later, honey. Like, I don't feel like like maybe you didn't have like a lucky break or something, because maybe I'm being difficult. I don't think it's your fault that I'm having these issues. So I don't want like to switch therapists or to escalate it or whatnot, but I also acknowledge that it's not up to me because you guys are the professionals. Do you yeah, can I show you what happened to my door, like, or not? No.
You can show me. There's nothing wrong with
Okay,
show.
because I don't know, I felt like I needed to show you this. I didn't call the police because we already kind of started cleaning, and I don't know, can you see one phone from the other phone? I could actually send it to a cell phone if you give me a cell phone.
No, it's fine. I mean, you can just show me.
It's just gonna loop.
Okay. So someone threw ketchup.
And they taped my people. That's the cleaning guy. He was cleaning when I opened the door. So I don't know if anything else was going on in the hallway because he had cleaned the rest of the hallway, just not my door. But
Yeah.
like that just happened like 2 days ago. So
Yeah.
I mean, like, I feel like that is harassment, and I feel like that is evidence of harassment. I just didn't call the police because, again, they would say we don't know who did it, and
But you know what? I am not like it. It feel like we're being harassed. That's the best course of action. Okay?
oh, I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Do you hear me now?
Yeah, I have to hold the phone close.
Oh, I don't know what's happening. Do you hear me?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, let me put my AirPods in and see if that helps. Alright, do you hear me? Is it the same?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think maybe it was just noisy or something.
Okay. So, from our previous discussions, like the best course of actions whenever you feel like you're being harassed is to call the police. It's really, even if you feel like they're not going to take, so that you can have some type of track record or so. Because unfortunately, and thank you for sharing that with me, because I could see that somebody did throw some ketchup at your
I've
door.
called them before, and they've also been pretty like they don't have anything to say to me, So yeah, I've called them before, and like they go as far as saying, well, we can't prove anything, and we don't know what's going on, and that's like that's it, but I mean, I don't know, like, what to say. Like, I didn't do that to my door, so I don't know. And similar issues, so I mean, like, I don't know what to say, but yeah, like, I've called them before.
I mean, and the thing is, if you do feel threatened and if you feel like you're being harassed, that's all that you can do. Like, you can make a note of it. But I think that sometimes what happens is that your expectations of me are not very realistic, right? Because, for example, this situation here, I appreciate you showing me, right? Like, I appreciate you showing that this situation did happen, but as far as
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I had to file, like, I had to go to them when, like, my EBT card was, stolen, and that was, like, in a deli, they told me.
yeah.
I had to go to them to get that replaced because financially I need that EBT card, so I had to go there. And also I had to go to them because they stole a toy, and that toy was like my kid's birthday present. It was like $120 toy. So I had to go there. So I did actually.
$120?
Yeah, it was. I forgot what it was actually. Oh, it wasn't your toy. It was like a model samurai toy. And so sometimes I do end up, going there, but again, they don't like really like what, like if they put this together, I don't know, because like they're saying we don't know. It's all like individual incidences and stuff. And I did get that stuff back and whatever. The door's not a big deal. I cleaned the door. Like, I had worse things happen to me. So, yeah, like I had a lady try to beat me up on the train. And also that time, this was a long, long time ago though. And also that time I did call the police, and the police said it was my word against hers, and I had to go to Patrick wasn't with me that day. I had to go to the station to like argue it, and I decided not to because I had to go pick Patrick up, and none of the people that were there, they all ran on the train and they left with the train. So I had nobody as like a witness to say that she attacked me first. I'll tell you later. It was a long time ago. You don't even remember. It was a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I understand that.
But I could also see how like they would think it's disconnected, because this was like in Franklin Avenue. This wasn't like local. So, but I don't know, like who else would like do that to my door. And it's funny because like I don't even like talk to anybody in the building really, like my like next door neighbor, but she actually like taps on my door and tells me, oh, you have a package or something. So that would be like very weird if like I'll just never know who did exactly what. So I'm sorry again, like I apologize, but I have been like stressed, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be that disturbing, it's just I was that stressed,
And you know what? I think that like moving forward, whether I remain your therapist or somebody else, I would encourage you, if you are feeling very stressed, which you have done in the past, something that you can try to do is you can always come in, like usually you have done in the past, where you say, hey, you know what, I have something to do today, or I'm going to cancel the session, or I'm feeling very stressed today. And I think I am pretty understanding in that aspect. Even if you didn't want to have the session, there has been instances where you tell me, hey, I have an errand to run. I won't be able to make session today. So maybe that's something that you can implement moving forward, right? Instead of just having a very challenging session where none of us are being heard.
I understand that, and I like, again, like I'm sorry because my like anger is, sometimes I'm angry just like in general, like I go to the store or something and I feel like these people are up mine, and
What do you mean up mine?
like I just want I want to be more poetic about this and say it in a proper manner, but I can't even think of how to say it, and I want to say the same thing to all of them, and I just hold myself back because I don't know where that's gonna get me, and so again, like I apologize, and I feel like it would stress me out more if you had to switch me right now, because I'm trying to get my son to at least pass these tests, because that would be like a testament to the fact that I taught him something. So, and that's pretty stressful because I do keep functioning, and sometimes I just feel like it's like not really the way I deal with it. It's just that it's too much for a person to deal with these issues.
Yeah. And I understand that you have stressors. I'll probably be very stressed if I have to deal with some of the challenges that you are dealing with. So I do get that better, I guess, conflict resolution skills so that another supervisor doesn't have to join the session, right? Like my goal and the goal of therapy is for us to be able to effectively communicate. And uh, how I felt during the last session was that it was kind of defeating the purpose of therapy. So,
Well, I feel
but I
that way
appreciate
too.
you.
I feel that's part of, being functional is not like expressing, disgusting and explicit behavior and trying to, like civilly, express your emotions. So I'm, again, very sorry, and I don't feel like I did the right thing either,
Yeah. And I appreciate you apologizing. I think I appreciate you apologizing. I think that moving forward, I'm pretty sure you are very smart, so I'm pretty sure you'll deal with a similar situation differently. For example, if you're pretty stressed, you could tell me beforehand, right? You could tell me like, hey, you know what? Today I'm feeling very stressed. I'd rather discuss this in session, or I'd rather not have a session, or I'd rather reschedule my session, or something along those lines. How does that sound to you?
That sounds good. That sounds great because again, you know, like I feel like, like we already have like a thing going, so it's even though I feel like sometimes it's getting more stressful for you, it's less stressful for me to have to like it's more stressful for me to have to explain like everything that's going on to like um another party. But again, it's totally up to you, and I understand that because I was disrespectful, and you know I will definitely like try not to do that.
Yeah.
I could say that I could have the self-control to not do that ever again.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that you do. And whether it's with me, because I'll discuss with my supervisor, or whether it's with me or with the next therapist, right? I want to avoid another situation like that because I don't know what's going to happen if this was to happen again, right? Like right now, this is just more of a warning, finding strategies to better manage another situation like this. But if something like this was to happen again, I don't know what the clinic, what course of action the clinic would take.
No, I could tell you
And
I would definitely not do that again. That was very stupid. That was just like a very lame emotional outburst, and it was very stupid and very rude, and I could, you know, I could imagine myself reacting the same way that you would because it's not, you know, you know, that's just gross. Like,
yeah, but thank you so much for understanding. I think that you have a very good understanding of what happened, and you are not trying to minimize it at all. It's like you are taking full ownership of the situation, and I appreciate that. I think that that's very good.
okay, well, thank you. And again, like I have like tests coming up and stuff, and like,
Hmm.
so I'm kind of like hoping that this will blow over because like you're right, if you can't like deal with, you know like you don't control like these people that are like putting ketchup on my door, so um like I would have to like look for somebody that could help me with that, so. And I mean, again, like I went to the police before, they didn't do anything either. um I'm just trying to like maybe make it through to show that Patrick has like fourth grade skills, and maybe somebody else will like help me with this, because that's like pretty like stupid and gross too, like to catch up somebody's door. And that's like not the only thing, that's just the thing that I could record, and it's almost like a show of it, of just the general like disrespect towards me and my apartment. It's like a show of it, and you know, there's like numerous other things that happen that I don't like really have evidence of, you know, and it's just grosses me out and stresses me out. So again, like, I'm sorry if I you know, I was very like rude, and it's disturbing, and that's why I will control like what I say, you know. But like, these people are really like up mine.
I mean, another thing to consider is, I mean, and I know they can be a bit expensive sometimes, are the ring cameras or the door, so that you can maybe have a better view or know if that's allowed in your building.
I've come to terms that I have like zero control over Wi-Fi technologies. I don't not have the know-how how to like block out other Wi-Fi from accessing my you know, equipment and stuff, because I've even had like, I have a piano keyboard, and it would start like playing somebody else's like music, or somebody else is just talking into it, and I'm like, what, how do I deal with that, you know? And internet, like, it's not unusual for people to cut into your Wi-Fi, or, you know, cut it off. So I've come to terms with that, and I somehow don't think it would be like foolproof, because I'm that fool that it would be like proof of if I went out and I bought like a you know, like a $500 equipment, and I paid monthly fees, and then it just like cut off, because it is like Wi-Fi, you know.
I mean, the health ones are far less inexpensive, but I understand your concern overall. But is there anything else that you wanted to discuss or address before we finish up?
No, just when is the next time, like, to communicate with you?
Okay. So what we are going to do, either me or the clinic is going to reach out to you, because I'm going to have another debrief with my supervisor, okay? And then either myself or the clinic is going to get back to you, okay? So it's going to be
On the
sometime next week.
Okay, and if anything, you'll
Yeah.
leave me a voicemail,
Yeah, I'll
because
leave you a voicemail.
sometimes my phone's
Like I
off.
did. Yeah, did you get my voicemail for the
Yes, I
session
did,
last week?
and I tried calling the
Okay.
clinic back, but they were too busy, so I just
Okay.
assumed that it would just be
Yeah.
like a link sent.
All right. So yeah, I'll communicate with you either or. Okay.
Okay,
All right. Thank you, Ilona.
okay. Have a nice week.
You too. Bye bye.
Take care. How do I shut this off? Mm. Your Dima, your phone is there.